Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another weekly episode, and as usual, I've got some stuff to show you. So, it's kind of a Mattel-centric episode today. Again, we have Hot Wheels, quite a few, and some loose cars that should be somewhat interesting to look at. All right, so let's just start with, I suppose, stuff found in store. So I've got some basics. We've got a McLaren F1 GTR, a 16 Cadillac ATS VR, right there. So those are C-Case. We've got a Volkswagen Beetle from C-Case, 2022. I think a lot of these are C-Case. We got the Ford Mustang Mach-E 1400. Again, C-Case. At least that's what's on the back of the card. The Tesla Cybertruck, C-Case. And then, let's see here. What else we got? This is E-Case. We got the Liberty Walk Super Silhouette Nissan Silvia S15. This thing is rad looking for a mainline. Wow. That's pretty awesome. So I'm digging this. Definitely. We're going to open up that. I picked up a couple of those. I found those. And then, of course, fan favorite 83 Chevy Silverado. This is also an E-Case. Then we got another E-Case. This is Aston Martin Valhalla Concept. We've already seen this in premium, right? In the Exotic Rides or something. I don't remember. Car Culture set, I believe. And then 70 Chevelle SS Wagon, also E-Case. So I picked that one up. So we got some basic Hot Wheels to look at. I found Deutschland Design, the second iteration of it here, Car Culture. Well, I found 3 of the 5 cars. I've got the Porsche 911 GT3 RS, the 94 AMG Mercedes C-Class DTM Touring Car, the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter. So I found those 3. So what am I missing? I'm missing the Audi S4 Quattro, the 12 Mercedes-Benz C63 AMG Coupe Black Series, and of course the chase car from this, which would be the Mercedes AMG Coupe Black Series, I think actually in black. I think that's the chase car. I don't think it's the DTM Touring Car, right? I don't know. Whatever it is. Yeah, this is what I found so far. I'll get the other 3 eventually. But we got these for now. We might as well just open them up because whatever. Normally I do a Car Culture series. It's going to be tough to do that this year just because getting the chase right away is not going to be something I'm going to do. Just because I'm not going to pay a ridiculous amount of money for them. So, or really, I'm going to try to get them as cheap as possible because I'm cheap. So, yeah, there you go. Boulevard. 2 Boulevard cars. The DMC DeLorean and the 70 Plymouth Superbird. So this, I almost have this set complete. I still need the custom Chevy Nova. I'll end up getting it sometime locally from one of my buddies at my local, local club meet. I'll end up scoring one eventually. I'm not too worried about it. But I got these 2, so that's cool. And I actually got those at a club meet too. So there's those. And then from the store, my buddy Crazy Todd actually found these for me. This is the, I believe, latest set, up to number 45 of the Hot Wheels Boulevard series. So these right here. And I got to say, out of all the 5-car sets so far that they've come up with, this is probably the most underwhelming, dare I say. The drag bus, I mean, I'm not really into that. The Baja Bouncer, it's an unlicensed casting. I know not a ton of people are into that one. This is the ugliest VW bus casting period ever that's been put out when you include like all brands that have ever put this out. It's just whatever. And then the Acura NSX, though, is pretty cool. The GT3 and this Nissan Laurel 2000 SGX is pretty neat with these wheels. So we're going to open up the whole set, and take a peek at that. So we got those. So we got quite a few premium Hot Wheels. I got a couple other Hot Wheels, actually, that I found at my local meet last month that I haven't shown yet. I've got from the Flying Customs, the Porsche 914-6. And then I've got this Porsche 930 in a blue card. This is pretty cool. I think this is actually a pretty difficult one to find. At least I have not ever seen it on anybody's table at the local meet or any other toy show that I've gone to. I've just never seen this one available. I've never actually, I guess, looked for it very hard on eBay or anything like that, but I think I got a good deal on it based on now checking out eBay prices and seeing what they go for. I think I got a really good deal on them. And then we got some loosies. These all came from a Facebook seller. And some Hot Wheels. There's an Auto World in here. A Johnny Lightning, it looks like. Just some various things. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at that. So, yep. All right, that's going to be it. Let's go ahead and flip the camera around. Is this going to be a short one? Nah, I'll probably talk about these cars way too much in the second half, and it'll end up being about as long as they normally are. All right, let's go ahead and flip her around. Take a look at these things up close. All right, let's actually roll with these mainline cars first. Just getting them all out here. And, yeah, let's take a peek at those first and go from there. Let's see, what do we want to open up first? Let's open up the Aston Martin Valhalla concept car. This is an ugly car, to be honest with you. It's kind of cool for Hot Wheels, whatever. But, I mean, it's just Aston Martin. I'm not a huge Aston Martin fan. I like some stuff. This, to me, looks like some sort of, I don't know, like a Stingray or something. You know, not like a Corvette. Like a, you know, like a literal, some sort of sea creature of some sort. I guess it's really not a bad looking car. It looks good in silver. I don't know. Something about the front of the car. I'm just not digging. But we got details for the headlights. Looks like we got some detail back here as well. And that's pretty good. This is a solid little mainline. Sure. Here's a McLaren F1 GTR. This casting's been around for a while. I think it debuted in Speed Machines, if I'm right, which I may not be. I'm just going off of memory there. Looks pretty good in this, you know, kind of skyish blue color, red rims and all that. A copyright date on the bottom is 2017 because I think this may have been retooled. When were Speed Machines out? I mean, those were out like what? It had to be sometime before 2014 because I wasn't collecting. I want to say they were like 2011, 2013, somewhere in there. 2012? I don't know. Dumas will know. He'll watch this video and probably comment 1,000 times and add a ton of information. So make sure you do read the comments of this video because every time he adds some really cool stuff. And of course, check out his YouTube channel too. I don't even know. Do you memorize all that, buddy? Or do you have to look it up every time? I don't know. You just know you have good sources. If you memorize all this information, you're just nuts. All right. Next is this Volkswagen Beetle. I've seen it in two colors. We got this one in blue with the woody sides there. And, of course, I collect this casting. This is an old Larry Wood casting. And anytime they put one of these out, I got to grab it. There's some of these I am missing from back in the day. And there's some really tough ones. I think one of them is the, 95 Treasure Hunt. That one's going to be like a grail piece for me. We've got like the Randy's Stuff ones I don't have. That's another one. I could throw some money at those and pick them up. They end up showing up on eBay quite a bit. And typically, though, just a little bit more than I want to pay for them at the time. But I've seen them go for, I guess, reasonable prices. So sometime I'll probably snag those two up. There's one in pink and one in purple. I don't know which one goes for more money. I know there's one that does. I can't remember off the top of my head. But dang, that Treasure Hunt, that's going to be the tough one. There's probably some other ones that are pretty tough to get out there, too. The 70 Chevelle SS Wagon. It's a nice looking car. Decent looking casting. I think it's been out a number of times. This casting, let's see if we can get a debut date from the bottom. Where's our copyright info? I don't see anything down here. Oh, that's right there, but how do you read? Oh, 2008. So likely this casting was made in 2008, probably debuted in 2009. This, of course, is a 2022 version that was probably manufactured last year sometime. Definitely was manufactured last year, right? Cybertruck. I believe this is the second iteration of the Cybertruck in the mainline since it came out. And it just looks basically the same. I'm guessing the wheels might be a little different. Yeah, we got a copyright date of 2020. I had to grab it. I don't know. This thing doesn't really do much for me, but it is cool that Hot Wheels did it. Like, they jumped on doing one of these right away. I think that was a smart thing for them to do. And this one's straight up Zamac. I don't remember, is the last one silver, or was it straight up Zamac like this one is? Like, this one's just a raw, basically. It's just, like, clear-coated, and that is it. I can't remember if the last one was like this or if it was silver. Someone will let me know. All right, and then we got the 2016 Cadillac ATS-VR. It's an alright casting. To be frank, I'm not really sure why I picked this one up. I'm not super into it. I mean, it looks alright. Doesn't really do too much for me. The color's nice. I dig that. You got some decent graphics, decent tampos on this thing. Alright, I'm kind of digging it. Okay, I like it. It's cool. Let's see here. We got this thing, the Ford Mustang Mach-E 1400. This is an electric vehicle, right? It's in the Green Speed series, and it is a new casting for 2022. Yeah, it looks all right. Not terrible, not terribly exciting. Not bad. Dece. All right, and then probably the two favorites from people that are going to be watching this video is going to be this one here, the 83 Chevy Silverado. We are all familiar with this casting. The start of the square, well, not even really the start of the square body craze. I can't really say that, or can I say that? I don't know. Hot Wheels, this is the original, right? This is the original sort of 1/64 scale, 3-inch model, whatever you want to call it. Square body casting, right? This is the one. In some of these, of course, as you know, as a Hot Wheels collector, some of the versions of this particular casting are extremely expensive and extremely desirable. So, I do not have all of them, of course, because that would just be too expensive for me to hang on to, probably, to be honest. I mean, I don't even know. What does that green RLC one go for? Is that up to $1,000 yet? Over $1,000? I don't know. Hard to say. It's expensive. Factually. Alright. But it's a cool casting, though. I like it, too. I still like it as much, probably, as anybody else. I'm just not nuts about trying to get the ones that are just, like, super ridiculously expensive. I don't have the super treasure hunt of this casting either. The funny thing is that I had to go look at my super wallet, like, did I ever pick one of those up, or did I not? No, I did not. I never did. I don't have the Legends one either, the pink one. Probably should have at least snagged that one. You know, who knows? Maybe one day I'll have them. It's just the prices are just ludicrous. All right, and then this is probably my favorite of today. New for 2022, the LB Super Silhouette Nissan Silvia S15. This is a rad-looking mainline. I just think it looks so cool. I'm actually kind of surprised they, like, debuted this like this in the mainline. You'd think we'd see a premium version of it like right away, but this thing is awesome. It looks cool. The whole like graphics scheme on it looks pretty awesome. It looks great in white and yellow with the black rims. I really dig it. It's cool casting too. You get the headlights are part of the window piece, so you get some sort of like inserted effect. I think the taillights are too. Yep. That's an awesome casting. And if I were to get back into customizing again, you could actually add headlights and taillights to this. Like actual LED lit up lights. Probably without a ton of difficulty. You might have to black out the windows just so that it'd be hard to hide the little battery in here, but man, you could do some cool stuff with this. This is definitely going to be a customizer's, well, I would think anyway, people would have fun customizing this particular car, but it looks great as it is. And yeah, I don't know, I'm into it. So that's all I'm going to say about that, I guess. All right, so next, let's get through the Deutschland Design. Starting with 3 to 5 here, the Porsche 911 GT3 RS. In this beautiful blue color. This is a great, excellent car culture series, by the way. I like this whole series. I really do. You guys know I do collect Porsche diecast quite a bit, and there's so much good Porsche to collect in the 164-ish scale range. But Hot Wheels does it very well. They tend to do Porsches very well. This one is nice. It's got a nice amount of detail all around. Of course, it's a car culture car. So we have metal body, metal base. We got rubber tires. We have, full deco. So we're going to get actual headlight design and stuff like that. And it does look pretty good. So I'm digging this. The color of this with the black rims, I think it just looks really good. So I'm definitely digging this one. That's a fantastic one in my opinion. The other one we got, I'm surprised. I know why somebody left these behind, by the way. When they picked up them, they left these behind, and it's because these had some crunched cards. So good for me though, because you guys know I don't care about the card art. Or I care about the card art. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. Card art's nice. Sorry. I don't care about keeping them in the card because I open everything. All right. The Sprinter. This is really cool. So far, this casting, I believe, has only come out in like the pop culture style lineup, I believe. And with wacky graphics and stuff on that. Stuff I just don't care for. Really cool to get it now in just like a plain color. It looks really awesome, and it's very, very heavy. It is all metal, except for, the top bit and the plastic bit here. Which I'm sure there's a hole in the roof, like a big gap right here where they save some money by not having metal there, maybe. I don't know. The front of it, this is plastic. Yeah. Super rad. Very cool. It might look a little narrow for the scale. Kind of, maybe. These guys, it's kind of a narrow and tall vehicle as it is. It just kind of looks a little bit narrow, and that's just, because these aren't true 164 scale. Hot Wheels never claims to be it. But I think this is a pretty attractive model. I'm digging it. All right. And then last for this particular set, I'm missing, I guess, what would maybe be the most desirable one. So I don't know. This one actually probably the most desirable, maybe, for some people. The Audi. And then, of course, the chase car. But this is pretty awesome. This just reminds me of playing Gran Turismo, really. 94 AMG Mercedes C-Class DTM touring car. I'm a big fan of DTM touring cars. From a looks standpoint, it reminds me of playing Gran Turismo back in the day for like PS2. And this casting's rad. They did a great job with this. This just looks absolutely fantastic. I cannot argue with it. So it's got the full deco thing, and it's got a full deco wrap on it. And I don't know how they got the graphics on this actually look really sharp. It looks almost like they did the wrap thing and then they tampoed it. Like, I don't know exactly how this was done, but there's an extreme amount of detail in this model. And whatever they did graphically, like, you don't get that, like, I don't see like a lot of that dot matrix effect that you get with some of the other stuff. Like, if you look detailed into that Porsche logo, you can see some fuzziness there. You know what I'm talking about. There's some fuzziness there. On this model, there's really nothing to look at that's fuzzy. But you guys know what I'm talking about. Most of the current premium releases don't have that sharp of graphics. This one appears to have some weird thing going on where it's possibly like wrapped in tampo. Like, I don't know. You guys let me know what you think, or if I'm way off base in saying that, but the graphics look very, very sharp on this particular model. I don't know if I just got a really good example, or if it's just true. Like, they used some weird different process. I don't know. All right. Next, we're going to move on to Boulevard. We're going to start with the two older Boulevards. We got number 34, the DMC DeLorean. Here's the rest that were in that series. I already have that one. I showed that one already. I already have that one. I showed that one. I'm missing that one. I'll get it, though. I think last time I mentioned it, somebody reached out and asked me for trading for one. The reason why I wouldn't necessarily trade for one of these, like, non-locally, is because I just don't want to, like, throw shipping money at it. I just feel like I should be able to find this eventually without having to pay extra to have it shipped, or, you know what I mean? I'm frugal when it comes to this stuff, you know, or what am I trying to say? I'm cheap, you know, when it comes, this stuff isn't handed to me just because I have a YouTube channel, you know what I mean? I'm not, you know, I love Lamley. He's great. I'm just saying, you know, he does get a lot of stuff for free. Deservedly so. You know, stuff like that. This channel does not produce a ton of free stuff. So I have to pay for this stuff, you know, when I buy, at least most of it. I have been lucky, and some hobby dealers have worked with me and given me some things to show and all that stuff. So I'm very, very thankful for that. I'm not, whatever. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, you got to save some money somewhere, and that's why I'm very, very patient with this stuff. I'm patient with getting it. I'm not like going after this and spending a ton of money trying to get it because I need to get it quick. I'm just not doing that. I'm a patient guy when it comes to picking up this stuff. All right. Anywho, the DMC DeLorean. I love the DeLorean, especially as a kid. Dug it, of course. A big fan of the Back to the Future movies when I was a kid and all that stuff. I'm still a big fan of them, I guess. But always loved the DeLorean, always thought it was a cool car, and this is a cool version of it to get. It is basically Zamac, clear-coated. It looks fantastic. It's a good one. All right. And then we got the 70 Plymouth Superbird, also fantastic. Another cool casting. I don't have all the versions of it. This is a really good version of it, though. I love that they actually gave it even-up wheels here, because I think normally they would put a larger wheel on the back. And I don't think this isn't an error or anything, right? And I'm looking over. Yeah, like my Super Treasure Hunt definitely has a large wheel on the back. I think it's the same casting. Copyright date 2005, so yeah, it would be. Very cool. This is awesome. I'm so happy that they put the same size wheel. It looks awesome like that. So continue to do that with this casting, please, Mattel. All right, next we got the latest set of Boulevard. I'm just going to kind of go in order here. We've got the Acura NSX GT3. And I like the Boulevard series. The Boulevard series is cool because anything goes. What I don't like about it is its distribution. Literally shows up only at Walmart, and of course it shows up in very small quantities. But this is a nice model. It's pretty cool. Good, decent color scheme. The wheels look neat on it. It's a neat looking car. I'm a fan. And then next is this guy, the Nissan Laurel 2000 SGX, or the Nissan Yanni. whatever. And this one, ooh, actually, when you pull this out of the package, you notice the color almost changes. Well, maybe it doesn't. It just looks, you can actually see that like metal flake in there. And it's not really, like I always thought it was kind of a gray. It's more of like a bluish gray. And those wheels look pretty cool on it too. Full deco, of course, again. We got details here. We got the taillights. We got the headlights. And, yeah, that's a good version of this car, I think. Pretty cool. All right, we're going to follow that up with the big old Volkswagen drag bus. It's funny how things change. When I started collecting back in, I think, 2014, basically, like, this was like one of the hottest castings, was the VW drag bus. It seemed like those were the drag buses were the ones that people were going after and thought were really, really cool. So this is, I think, kind of a watered-down version because it has a plastic-tooled motor. I think some of them, like the older ones, are RLC models or whatever you want to call it, convention models, stuff like that. I think this was metal. Don't quote me on that. I've got an older one somewhere, but I think I have the original one. The original when it debuted. I might. I don't know. Anyway, it's okay. It's a decent looking casting. It's not bad. I mean, it's pretty wild, but people were really digging this back in the day. And now it seems to have lost its magic maybe a little bit. And but it is pretty neat. I mean, it's big. It's a hefty casting. When it's got a metal base, metal body, it does have a lot of weight to it, and pretty good looking design for this particular model. It's just not my cup of tea, really. So, all right, now we get to the two ugly ducklings here. The Volkswagen Deluxe Station Wagon, SE Wheelie Crew. I don't know what that is. This casting's just kind of leaves a lot to be desired. See bikes. I don't know what that affiliation is or anything about it. Getting rad. Getting rad since 77. It's alright, I guess. And then we got this guy here, the Baja Bouncer. It's an unlicensed casting. It's not a bad one. It's just not, I don't think anybody's really that gung-ho about it. It's not going to be one like, oh, I'm going to collect all the Baja Bouncers. That's the casting I'm going to go after. I don't think anybody said that, and I don't think anybody will. I could be wrong. I think just the hang-up with it is it's not licensed, right? I mean, it's not a bad-looking truck. It really isn't, and it does kind of embody the whole look of these trophy trucks or whatever. So, I played a lot of, Ivan, what was his name? Ivan, Iron Man, Mike, whatever, Stewart, off-road, for the old NES. And in the arcade, Super Off-Road, Super Nintendo, you know what I'm talking about. So, I mean, it's cool. But yeah, there you go. All right. Now we got some older stuff. We're to the older stuff. Which one should we open up first? We got two Porsches. Let's do this one. This is newer, older. Porsche 914-6 in the Flying Customs line, which I think this was, 2013 likely is when these were on the shelves, possibly 2012. And Ultra Hot Wheels, definitely digging those. I love these wheels because they just remind me of my childhood, and those were the Hot Wheels that came out at that time. Ferrari Testarossa, Lamborghini Countach, they all had these wheels. So, I'm into it. And then a Porsche with these wheels, I'm into that too. Very cool. I think the Flying Customs line was pretty short-lived. I don't think too many people were real into it. But some of those cars, the Flying Customs, and of course the Hot Ones series that they put out around that time, some of those cars just command serious prices on the market. So very cool casting. It's just a neat little Porsche, and it's got kind of a satin finish paint to it. I don't know. I think it's cool. I had to snag it when I saw it. I'm like, I hope I don't already have it. I don't think I do, but either way, I have it now. So very neato. And then we'll follow it up with this one. This one's definitely more trips my trigger here. This Porsche 930. I kind of want to go after this casting a little bit and get as many of these as I can. It's a nice casting. I think this was probably a Larry Wood design. This Porsche 930. There's a bunch of different versions out there. I think there's another one of these, this particular graphics and this crazy sparkle action going on with Screamer wheels. If you're not familiar with those, I guess just try to Google them. They were wheels with, I don't know, like a ridge pattern, whatever, on it. I don't know how to explain it. But when they go down the track, they make a bunch of noise. And that's why they call them Screamers, I think, or whatever. I don't have the version of that. But this is a cool one with this pink window. You know, it's just wild color, brightly colored. I mean, yeah. I mean, you're probably thinking, if you're a modern collector, that this is probably super, like, obnoxiously ugly and whatever. I think it's really cool. So I wouldn't want them to put out new cars like this, but I mean, or you know. But the old ones that are like this just have some, I don't know, they have some sparkle. I like it. All right. Then, and I think that one's pretty uncommon to find. We got some Hot Wheels. Or no, sorry, this is not Hot Wheel. This is a Maisto. So we got a Maisto Ferrari 250 GTO. It's got some suspension to it. So I snagged these off a Facebook seller. You guys know I've done some Facebook seller videos in the past. Same guy I've gotten stuff from in the past. Just some random stuff. You know, you never know what's going to show up, and that's always fun. Sticking with Ferrari, we got this guy. I honestly don't know why I picked this up. I already have it, and it's not in great shape. Probably because it was like $1 or something. I ended up just snagging it, but this one's not staying with me. So got that one, and then let's see, we got a green light Corvette. I'm not sure why I picked up this one either. I think I might already have it. Of course, I don't know for sure. Opening hood. I know I think I have the green machine of this. Blue one. It's a decent looking vat. We got inserted details for tail or headlights, but not very good looking ones, mind you, because of this weird little graphic thing that's going on. It's an older green light. You can tell that because of the green rivet. It's serialized as 662. This is back in the day where they really didn't make as crazy amount of production run as they do now. I mean, it's a nice looking vet. If you're a vet fan, probably dig it. I don't know, maybe not. And then we got another Porsche. This is the P911. This is like the original Porsche 911 casting from Hot Wheels. I don't know what year this particular version came out, but it's red. It's got the 5-dot wheels. And 1974 is the copyright date of the tooling. This, of course, came out much later than that. Probably 90s. And yeah, it's red. Not much else to say about it. It's got a Hot Wheels logo on the front there. I don't know, it's got something. I don't know if that's a flea bite or if that's whatever it is. It's got that. And whatever. It's kind of ugly, actually. The shape of this casting, they didn't quite get right. But I don't think it was. I think it was just P911. I don't think this was a licensed vehicle when this came out. Correct me if I'm wrong, of course, but. Which I might be wrong. I don't know. And then we got Cadillac Escalade. This is a Johnny Lightning, right? Yeah. This is cool. I don't think I had a version of this tooling, so I had to pick this up. Pretty decent one. Kind of a cool Johnny. I don't think they've re-released this at all, this casting at all, since they started back up again when they took with round 2 or whatever. I don't think they did. Again, I could be wrong, but I don't recall it. This one's got metal body, metal base, plastic wheels and tires, but definitely a decent one. All right. And then we got this weird thing. I forgot what these are called. I have one, a Lamborghini Countach, actually. I think like Scene Machines or something like that. It'll tell us right in the bottom. Speed strips. Erdl. Okay. So the deal with this is they came with a weird like little thing you can look through, and then it turned this little wheel and it told a little story about the car, something like a comic strip almost about the car. This is the Ferrari Testarossa, of course. I had to snag it because I saw it up there, and I'm like, might as well. Not in perfect shape, but it's a weird one. These are weird. They came with a bunch of different cars. I don't remember all of them, but whatever. I picked up a Countach a while back and decided to go ahead and pick this thing up. I just thought it was kind of interesting. Then we got an Auto World GTO. Why did I pick this up? Because I have a problem with picking up extra Auto World, and of course I already have it. Yeah, but it's a nice model. It's from the original Deluxe series from Auto World. This is from Series 1. I don't remember whether it's version A or version B. I could probably find version B. It's version B. I have a reference right on the walls of this room. So yeah, it is version B of Series 1. It's a nice color. I liked the Deluxe line from Auto World. I don't know if they should necessarily bring it back. You know, it's kind of cool that the castings are getting new life now, coming out as Johnny Lightnings. That's kind of neat. I do like that. They haven't done this one yet. I don't know if they really need to do this one because they do have a bunch of different GTO toolings in the Johnny Lightning line already. All right, and then lastly, we've got Chuck E. Cheese 80s Firebird. Still in its original baggie. Oh, man. It's quite the plastic bag. For ages over 3, conforms to safety requirements of ASTM F963-91. Well, thank you for that. Copyright date 1991. I don't know when this was available at a Chuck E. Cheese. I have no idea. All I know is I did not have it in my 80s Firebird collection, so I had to get it. And with that, that's going to be it for this episode. Yes, we did make it long. Of course we did. Whatever. I've been talking now for 31 straight minutes for this half. I need to drink water. All right. What do you guys think? What's your favorite model of the day? I mean, mine, honestly, is this wild-looking Porsche. It just is. This thing makes me happy for whatever reason, and it's going to go on display. Secondly, I was really pleasantly surprised with this. I have to say. Something about it. The graphics are looking sharp. I think they did a over-the-top job on this one. I don't know, but it looks good. All right. You guys let me know what you think, of course, in the comments down below. Oh, and, of course, for a mainline, this thing is sweet. So, yeah, there's that, too. All right. You guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you guys again for watching another lengthy episode. I appreciate that. Hit the like button. Subscribe, drop me a comment. I'll try to reply. I'll definitely read it. And you guys have a great day.